This is Jerry Wright with the Truth Be Told Podcast. And I want to dispel a myth. Now, oftentimes when it get close to Christmas time and you get through the holidays, somewhere in there, you're going to hear about the wise men. And from most people's perspective, it's going to be three wise men. Well, I come to dispel a myth. A myth. It wasn't three wise men. Now, a lot of you will say it was three wise men. That's a myth. The Bible doesn't say three wise men. The Bible, according to the word, according to the scriptures, the Bible says wise men. Now, I know some of you will say I'm just trolling, but I'm going to dispel the myth with truth and the word of truth. Nowhere in the Bible does it say there were three wise men. It could have been three wise men. It could have been six wise men. It could have been seven. It could have been 12 wise men. Nowhere did it say there were three wise men. And for context, let's go to the text. So in Matthew, by the way, this is the Truth Be Told with yours truly, Jerry Wright, where we always trust in God and we keep the faith. So to dispel the myth that there were three wise men, this is a false narrative that you put out every year around the seasonal holidays, like Christmas and all the winter holidays. So according to Matthew chapter 2, it says, "Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem." Right there it says wise men. Let's take it a step further. I'm going to go to verse 7. This is Matthew chapter 2, now verse 7. "Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared." Like when y'all see that star, he asked the wise men. It says, "Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men." So that's the second witness right there. Verse 7. I'll take it a little bit further. Verse 16. This is Matthew chapter 2, verse 7. Now verse 16. "Then Herod, when he had saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coats thereof, from 2 years old under according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men." Right there in that chapter, in that verse 16, you got it twice. I'll say it once again. I started with uh, Matthew chapter 2 when he said, "Behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem." Verse 7, then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquiring of them. Verse 16, then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, and he said, all right, y'all want to mock me? All right, let it be known, we slaying every child from the age of 2 on and under, from here to there. You know, that were in Bethlehem and all the coast thereof. So he said, let me see. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceeding wroth, sent forth a proclamation, and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem and in all the coast thereof, from the ages of 2 and under, according to the time that it was back then, which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. This dispels the myth, the false narrative that they were 3 wise men. We don't know how many wise men there were. Could have been 21 wise men. Let's tell the truth. Y'all be saying what you want to say, just adding stuff to the Bible. You're not supposed to add nothing. You ain't supposed to take nothing away. The Bible is right by itself. It's the word of truth for a reason. If you don't understand what truth is, read this Bible. That's all you're going to get is truth. They were wise men. We just don't know how many. Could have been 2 wise men. Could have been 12. It could have been 24. All we know is that they were wise men. And some of them brought myrrh. Some of them brought candles, incense, and so on and so on. So they were wise men. I just wanted to say that, so that everybody would go and read it for themselves. You can find it in Matthew chapter 2. Just read. If you understand how to read, if you know how to read, you can read it for yourself. This is from anybody. It's plain and simple. If you got an elementary education to a master's degree, you can read that with simplicity. They were wise men. That's it. Plain and simple. We always want to give you the word and teach you the word so that even a child can understand very plainly, with simplicity, in love and in truth. This is the Truth Be Told with Jerry Wright. Always remember to trust in God and always keep the faith. Till next time, peace.